Hi guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. I was thinking that I should do an update between my shows. Hey! So that's the plan for this video. It's not going to be a very long one, but I thought it would be fun for you to hear what I have done now between the shows and how I'm feeling and everything around that. And I've had a few questions that I thought that I would be answering while I'm still on here. So I have the time for it, so why not? And you guys, say hello to Minnie. She's my little borrowed dog this week. I'm staying in Lørenskog with my coaches this week between the shows because it's a lot of stress for the body to just go between here and home when I just would have stayed home for like 3 days. So I thought it would be better for me to just stay here. So since I was back from the show on Sunday, I started straight on my diet again. Sunday morning I had a little bit of oatmeal at the hotel breakfast, and then I ate chicken, rice cakes and rice at the rest of the Sunday, and then peak week started again Monday. So we have been depleting again for Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. When I'm filming this, it's Thursday and we have just started carb up again. So I'm carbing today and Friday. And Friday I'm just carbing in the morning and not so much through the day. So this is my carb up day. And I have had 1 leg session and 4 upper body sessions and 3 morning cardios with this little baby. And today's morning walk was just a 20-minute very slow walk because someone was just more busy having rolls in the grass rather than walking, because that was not that fun, was it? No, it was better to just roll around in the grass. The good thing is that it has been very nice weather since I came down here, and at home it's snowing. So when I've been walking in like 10, 15, almost 20 degrees, I have just enjoyed these 2 peak weeks. I can't deny that. Other than that, it's not a lot of time to do big changes when it's just 1 week between the shows, but I have tried my best to get my body a bit harder than it was last time on stage. I was a little bit too soft, and I know that it takes time for me to actually get the real cuts in my legs. The upper body goes like this, but the legs takes a bit more time. But they look better now than they did last Thursday, so hopefully we can see some changes since Saturday to the upcoming show. And the funny thing is that on show day my sister has told me that she's going to try to film as much as possible. So I'm not sure how much I'm able to film when we get to the hotel, but I will try to do some checkups in the hotel and show you what we focus on when we do the check-ins, and we have a lot of check-ins the day before the show. I will try to take you with me to registration and to tanning, but I can't promise anything because there's a lot of other people and I don't want to shove a camera up in their face when they're tired and we're tanning and everything. So I'm not Julia, Renee or Sebum, so I don't have my own camera team with me. That would be really fun, but I'm not there yet. Hopefully getting there someday, but not yet. So there will be another video from Norway Classic sometime in like the upcoming week. I can't promise you a day because I have a lot of work to do when I get back home again. But first and foremost, we're going to do this show and I'm really excited. There's going to be a lot of girls from Finland in my class because now, like last show, we just had one class in body fitness because we were very short on people who was going to compete in that category. But now we have, I think it's 3 or 4 different height classes, and there's another Norwegian girl in my class, and then there's 4 or 5 Finnish girls. So I'm very excited to see them and to see the kind of level that, what kind of level that they're on. So that's going to be very exciting. So yeah, that's mainly what I've been doing the last week. So now over to a few questions. Okay, so the questions. First question is, what will you say is the difference between last prep and this one? So last prep I started with a bit higher fat percentage, which was not in my advantage. So I had to work really hard a lot earlier to get in the best shape that I could get in. I had a lot more cardio, which I haven't had that much of this prep. And this prep I've been able to keep a lot more muscle mass than I was the last prep, because the last prep, all the cardio kind of ruined a little bit of the muscle tissue that I have, or it depleted a lot of the muscle tissue that I had. So that was kind of negative the last time. So I'm very happy that I kept a more decent off season and didn't gain that much weight as I did the last time. If I've done anything different, yes, I have. I had I had a lot better off season, as I said, and I was able to up my calories a lot more, and my body was able to digest and my body was able to take the nutrients from the food a lot better than it did last off season. So this off season I ate a lot more food, both like healthy food and off plan meals, and still kept the more decent fat percentage, and I have bettered the qualities on my sessions. I take my sessions very seriously because that's when the magic happens. Like that's when you actually get the work done between the competitions. So if you have like 1 year, 1.5 years, 2 years of off season, or maybe 3 years even, you have to put in the work with the nutrition, with the sleep, and with the training. So I have bettered my quality in almost every session, and that have helped developing my muscle mass a lot more. And I have been more consequent with sleeping. So when I feel tired, no matter if it's like 9 o'clock or if it's 10:30, I go to sleep. And then I sleep as long as I'm able to. And if I know that I'm going, or I have to get up really early in the morning, then I always go to sleep so that I try to get 8 hours. So even though I'm not sleeping 8 hours, I try to at least rest 8 hours. Because my body needs a lot of sleep to actually be able to recover from the workouts, and I have a pretty active lifestyle and an active job as a personal trainer, so I have to get my rest in, and sleep is the best way to get my rest in. And what's the ultimate goal? And Natalie wants me to answer boldly to this one. And this is a big question to answer, but my dream and my goal, like, it's very high up there, and I know that it's quite a few years till I'm there, but I want to step on stage in the European Championship, the World Championship, and I don't want to like just have been there and like done a decent placing. I want to be at least top 3, and of course I want to win, but like top 3 is the first goals that I have. Then when I'm able to do that, I do want to become a pro. And that is a lot of years forward in the future, because it will take a lot of time and a lot of work to actually be able to build the amount of muscle mass that's needed to get there. But I told Natalie last weekend when we met, I met her and Lasse at the show, that one of my goals now is to share a stage with her, and she is a pro in figure. So then I have to just step up my game, and I have to become a figure pro as well. So that is a few of my goals, and yeah, and I want to, like, I wasn't sure if I wanted to say this, but I also want to do the amateur Olympia show. Yeah. And that's really high up there, and I don't even know if I'm will be able to actually fulfill that dream, but that is my dream. So now I said it out loud and it's really scary. I don't know if I kind of regret saying it, but now I've said it and it's on video and I'm going to post it. So yeah, that is my dream. That's what I want to do. But it takes a lot of work from where I am right now till I get to both the European Championship and the World Championship, and even to the Olympia amateur show. But you have to start somewhere, and I think a lot of people can watch these videos and think it's like, oh, I get the cringe from just watching her and her saying all of this. But if I'm able to motivate someone to reach for their dreams and their goals, then I can be as cringe as you want me to be. Like, I don't care about it. I want to be here to inspire others to be able to follow their dreams, and I hope that if I'm able to inspire you, that you can just write it in the comments that I actually do inspire someone, or send me a DM on Instagram or whatever, because it will be really fun to hear. And a lot of you guys inspire me to reach for my goals and work for my goals, so have that in mind. You might be some other people's inspiration to get to where they want to be. And the last question is, how is the balance between strength and cardio, and how does it change depending on where in prep you're at. So we always focus on doing mostly strength workouts and keep the cardio as low as possible, because you don't want to push the cardio too much because you're in a deficit with the calories and everything. And if you want your body to develop and your physique to look as best as possible at show day, you have to continue working as hard as you can for every strength session. You don't like go lower on the weights because you're more tired or that you're lower on calories. You try to keep the same weights on the strength sessions, the same amount of sets, the same amount of reps. So never put yourself in a position where you make it easier for yourself on when you're working out during prep. It's supposed to be hard, and if you can't handle it, then maybe bodybuilding shows isn't for you, because you just have to follow through with it. And regarding cardio, it depends on where in prep you're at. We always start without cardio, and then we add cardio when we see that we have to increase the daily movement. But we don't want to do like from zero cardio to like 1 hour every day on the treadmill. Like if it's enough, increasing with 30 minutes one time every week, we do that. If we have to do like 2 hours of cardio walking every week, then we do that. So we have to see like from every athlete to athlete and every prep to prep how the body responds. But usually we keep the cardio as low as possible. We try to keep the food as high as possible, and we try to maintain the strength throughout every strength session that we have. So I know it's not a very good answer, but that is the honest answer, because you don't want to do cardio every day. You want to keep the cardio as low as possible when you want to be a bodybuilder. If you just work out for fun, then of course you can run, you can do cardio, you can do your strength sessions the way you want to. But when we're working towards a very specific goal like we do in bodybuilding, then you have to take the right steps towards your competition and towards your prep. So starting out with no cardio and just increasing it when you absolutely have to. So when the body stops responding and we want to still keep the food high, we just add a little bit of cardio. And maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 to 2 times a week is enough. Sometimes you have to do like maybe an hour 2 times a week, but never overdo something. It's better to just do a little and then get results than to overdo it and then just have to work your ass off and do 3, 4, 5 hours of cardio every week at the last bit of prep because you have increased the cardio too much too early and you have decreased the calories so much that you don't have any food to cut from. So not a very specific answer, but you have to see the amount of food, the amount of strength training and the amount of cardio from every different athlete. So what works for me might not work for a friend of mine, and what works for her or him might not work for another athlete. So that is the correct answer. But that was it for today. This video turned out to be a lot longer than I thought it would be. I thought it would take like 5 minutes, but here we are. Thank you so much for watching, and I will continue carving up today with rice and chicken. For those who are wondering what I'm carving up on, it's rice, chicken and rice cakes. And tomorrow we're leaving for Tønsberg. Second show for the season, and I'm beyond excited because I'm going to have my whole family there, except my grandparents. They're watching the dog. But they're going to be in the audience, and I just can't wait. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. And have a great weekend, people. And don't forget to watch my next YouTube video. That is from Norway Classic, and it comes out next week. So until then, stay safe and watch the rest of my YouTube videos, because there's a lot of them right now. See you guys soon.